both of you had and ones, and you hit a three there. I guess really what was kind of key during that stretch to kind of put them away?
I think just everybody on the floor having trust in each other, that we're not going to get down just because something happens or something doesn't go our way. We got to stick to our principles, guarding, getting stops, taking good shots. I think that's the biggest thing about this team this year is that nobody cares who scores, nobody cares who does. Like, we all just want to win. So I think that was the difference.
Yeah, I feel like our defense. I mean, some of the shots they was making was tough shots. So like, we're gonna get out and guard. So as long as they making some tough shots, we'll really live with that. We could really score with the best. So it's not really on us to worry about their run. But as long as we guarding and making it tough, we'll live with that.
Defensively, you guys held Brown, number 5, to 12, but all that came like really late. His first make was at 4:41 of the first half, which was a 3 and 3 points in the first half, and that guy's supposed to be the player of the year in the league. Defensively, what was the key to slowing him down?
I mean, that was my matchup. I've been getting a matchup of the best players, so my matchup was to go out and guard them. I mean, they saying that's their best player, so I just wanted to make it tough on them all night. And the shots he made was tough, so we'll live with that.
Yeah, it's funny because I came up with a name for those three. Him, Markel, and Jay Sean. I call them the tandem. They react to everything. They switch when they need to. I just call them the tandem.
Well, you guys, I think you guys only had 8 turnovers tonight. And I know you had to do a lot of ball handling. You didn't have any turnovers. I guess how important was that tonight? To make the most of your possessions tonight, I guess.
I think that's what's my biggest struggles. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. I think sometimes previous years and last year I would tend to struggle with taking care of the ball, and I think I've grown in that sense because, I mean, this time last year when we played them twice, I had 2 bad games, 5 turnovers plus. So I think just showing that I am a better player and I'm ready to step up to the plate and be the guy to take care of the ball whenever we need it. So.
I mean, yeah, that was the focus all week, just taking care of the ball, lowering our turnovers, and really value possessions, especially when we go on the run. We want to get good possession and don't get knocked off what we're trying to do on offense.
Yeah.
You guys, I mean, it's 58-38 at the 6:38 mark. The game was basically over. And at that point, you were plus 18 in points in the paint. It must have been a pretty big focus tonight to kind of dominate the paint or get the ball inside your paint touches.
Yeah, they had aggressive defensive team, so back door is gonna work. Really, just driving hard to the paint, getting what you can get, and finishing. Really, it was a downhill game though. Like, we didn't want to settle for threes. We knew it was gonna be physical, big time game, so we wanted to get in the paint and make our presence felt.
Yeah, I think part of it is just taking what we learned through the week and applying it. Like, we talked about it all week, came out, executed. So that's all you can ask for.
How much did last week kind of help the team in general to be able to go on the road and get a couple of conference road wins?
I mean, it was huge. Those 2 wins, especially from the guys from like last year, telling us about the games from last year. So I went to come in, and that was 2 huge wins, going to North Dakota, sweeping that. But we know we're a good team. Like, no matter where they put us in the rankings, like, we know where we stand, and we're just going to keep showing the league how we fit in.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, like, I mean, I've been through rough games last 2 years. I know how it feels to lose 20, go on the road, almost win, lose by 1 possession. I mean, just having those wins kind of boosted our confidence. So, I mean, we just got to build off that and just keep playing hard, keep executing.
What are your thoughts on this?
On what?
I'm about to say 3-0 for the first time Omaha is since the 2019-20 season to start league play.
Man, I think growth. Like, I think we came a long way. Like, everybody that's been here and that came, they understood. Like, this summer, it was a hunger about us that I can't explain. I can't put it in words, but every time we stepped on that floor, we just knew we were playing for something. So I think it's just growth, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, Crutch really happy with us. Like, I know how much it means for him, so he constantly on us. He know what it takes every game, like every possession. He key in on that, so Yeah, 3-0 start. That's good. We just got to keep building. Can't get complacent.
How much momentum do you feel like you have going into Saturday when you see South Dakota State? Who ended up? They ended up losing to St. Thomas.
Okay, yeah, I think it's a lot of momentum, but I don't want my guys to feel like it's a bigger game because it's just another game for us. I mean, we're at home, we're protecting our house, so we just do the right things, play the right way. I think we'll be fine. We're not gonna get too high. Just gotta be complacent. Just don't get complacent. Just be mellow.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be complacent. I mean, everybody got we got a target on our back. They got us at number 8, so we really hungry to show the whole league. Like every game is gonna be a dogfight. Like regardless, whether we lose or win, like it's gonna be a hard fought game. So yeah.
Kim, you said it a couple times, like they picked us this. Is that kind of like you take it personal a little bit as a team?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, they had us 8. Like they don't really. I guess they didn't really know our team and what we could do, but I mean, it's starting to show now. We just got to keep it going.
Well, probably get it started with what an unbelievable performance. I mean, I thought came out the first half and thought we had good energy, and of course they're a good team, and we thought it was going to be a rock fight, and ended up being a rock fight for the first 20 minutes. And I thought the first 4 minutes of the second half we kind of set the tone defensively more so than offensively. We just sat down and guarded and made it hard for them to get any looks, and they got a little frustrated at our defense, our switching. Kind of caused them some problems. Never let Fox get going. And then it was just a matter of time. We got out in transition, and we took our time and had poise on the offensive end. Then we started making shots. So I'm happy with our guys, happy where they played. Really happy how they came out in the first 4 minutes of the second half because we talked about that being important when you're up 8 at halftime. Can you set the tone in the first 4 minutes of the second half? And we grew in that area, so I'm proud of our guys for that. But overall, great win. Points in the paint, rebounding was the key to that game tonight, and we won those 2 battles. And we took care of the basketball, didn't turn it over but 8 times. So that's anytime you do that, you're going to have a chance.
You guys started that second half with a 7-2 run.
Okay.
To start off the second half, you guys pretty quick to
Good.
kind of extend it.
Good. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I mean, to your point, it was pretty important. And then in that third stanza was a 13-0 run, and in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you had a 13-0 run.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
But it starts with our defense, guys. I really think that our defense set the tone for what we were able to do offensively. And when you got guys out there that can switch like positions and really take their 2 guys out the game, really, and the whole team really did it. I mean, they was locked in. They was focused on the game plan. They knew Foss and Brown was the guys they had to do a job on. They did a great job on them.
They cut it to 5, and then you went on that run. And I think Cam started that with a 3, and he also had an and 1. He had an assist in there. I mean, do you really like how his game is kind of progressing for you guys? Because he really doesn't seem like he's forcing a lot.
No doubt. He's just sitting back and letting it come to him. He's a great offensive player. And we're trying to get him in situations where he can score. We got a couple ISOs for him where he can get downhill to the basket. Then he ran and got an open 3 in transition. Great play by JJ to be able to kick it out to him. So I think if he just relax and let the game come to him, he'll be a guy that can get 15 points and do it in a very efficient way. We need him to continue to rebound, but he's our defensive stopper now. We're putting him on team's best guards, and he's doing a really good job at that.
He did a good job on Brown.
Did a great job on Brown, did a great job on Foss. He was the guy that we assigned to Eagle staff, so he's taking that on now. Like, he wants that challenge now.
He talked about challenge and his being picked 8th. He brought it up a couple times. He picked 8th in the preseason and kind of taking it personal. Is that kind of a mantra of the team?
Well, I haven't brought it up at all. I never talked about it, but I did talk about Kansas City being, preseason #1. I did talk about that because I respect Marvin for what he's done, for what he's built in Kansas City. But I never talked about where we were. So, but they know. I mean, they're on social media. They're motivated. They see that stuff. So I like it that it's internal with those guys, and we don't have to push any buttons to motivate them.
How much did last week kind of help the group in general as far as the mindset of being able to win? You went up there and you really won with offense. Today you kind of won
I thought last week was huge. I thought it was almost like, we took a motorcycle off a ramp and really, gave us, boosted up our confidence to be able to go on that trip and do what we did to score those kind of points. And I thought our defense was average, but and then we come back at home tonight. I told them it's important that we forget North Dakota. We forget what happened up there. You played well, but the next challenge as a competitor is UMKC. So let's lock in and focus. And we had 2 really good days of preparation for UMKC, and they did it, man. They locked in, they focused. Those 2 days was really, really big, and we got to continue to do that. And I told them as competitors, you have to be able to move on to the next challenge. And most of the competitors that I know, they move on to the next challenge. And I thought they did it tonight, and hopefully we can do it again Saturday.
Is Lance becoming like your closer? he had 11 points in 3 minutes of the second half there. It just kind of, it was over.
Well, he's one of those guys, I think once he sees one go in, he can make shots. And he has to see one go in first. Unfortunately, he struggled in the first half. And he becoming a second half guy maybe. Maybe he's that guy. I don't know if he's a closer yet, but as long as he makes shots and he takes good shots, and he did it tonight, he was efficient. He shot 50%, but he takes good ones. And he was able to get down to the rim a couple times too.
One thing JJ brought up was he said he had bad games against Kansas City last year where he had like 5 turnovers in the game. Tonight he didn't have any turnovers. He was handling the ball a lot. And what did you kind of see out of him, or where do you think he's kind of progressed as a point?
No, I thought he did a great job of just managing the game. He did a great job of taking care of the ball. He got us in offense when it was time to get in offense. The way Kansas City guard you, they pressure you. And Diallo is a really, really good defender. He's long. He's 6'6". He can set down and guard quicker guys. And he kind of caused JJ some problems in the past. Last year he did. And he got JJ sped up a little bit last year. So I think he's settled down now. He's understanding how to handle that type of defense. And he was I thought he was spectacular today. He made open shots. He facilitated. And at the end of the game, when it was time to close the game out the last 3.5 minutes, he was able to use clock and get us in what we wanted to get into offensively to make sure we continue to score, not turn the ball over.
First time since 2019-20 season that Omaha has started Summit League play 3-0. How do you continue that momentum?
I think keeping those guys focused on understanding that our success is going to come on the defensive end. Our success is going to come rebounding the basketball. Our success is going to come taking care of the basketball and getting great shots. If we continue to do that and stay focused and take on each challenge every week or every Thursday, Saturday, then we have a chance to be a really good basketball team, I think. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Fun night.